your weekly view of young leaders taking big steps. This is Next Gen. Sponsored by PFI Western Wear, home of Boot Daddy. Missouri 4-Hers from across the country are given the opportunity to get a first-hand look of their state government and its impact on agriculture through the Missouri 4-H Legislative Academy. Well, Bob, I have known you for a number of years, and you spent your entire career in educating young people, and now with Missouri 4-H. So kind of highlight what you do as a youth specialist.
Well, my job mostly is to manage the programs we have in Jasper, Barton, and Dade County, and I supervise somewhere around, I would say about 500 youth and about 350 adult volunteers in those three counties, just to do the 4-H program and to do youth development in general in those three counties.
So today we're here in Jefferson City, Missouri for the 4-H Legislative Academy, and that is a two-day event that young people from across the state have an opportunity to come to our state capitol and learn. Give me an overview of the Academy's goals.
Well, we try to show the 4-H members that are chosen to come to this academy the overall view of the state government, all the way from the legislative branch, the executive branch, the judicial branch, and the government agencies that are important to not only our program but to everybody in the state of Missouri. Of course, being mostly from a rural background, most of them are the commodity groups that are here and the agencies that are primarily involved in agriculture, such as the Agriculture Department and the Department of Conservation and those kind of agencies.
So you really are packing a lot into a 3-day period, and you're taking this, the goal is that these young people to take this home to their home clubs, to their home counties. What is your overall goal for them when they walk away today?
Well, in this day and age especially, where there's a lot of animosity, if you please, towards our government. We are trying to show them that here it's just everyday people that have been elected to serve them, and that they're really approachable, and also in addition to that maybe someday they would want to be a legislator or a member of the executive department, and maybe even a judge or a lawyer. It's exposing them to all kinds of career opportunities, and also the functioning of the state government, that it's something that really works for them, not against them.
What type of 4-H'er really attracts them to an academy like this?
Well, there's an application process that they go through about telling them why they want to come to the academy and what their goals are and what their career goals are and what they want to do in their life. And we sort through the applications and rank them, and then we choose the top 16 that are eligible to come.
So Hannah, I understand you're a fellow Lawrence County native. Tell me about your home back in Lawrence County and what kind of led you to first join 4-H.
So my family is actually a generational family, and I grew up with my grandparents. They'd take me to the farm every now and then, and we actually raised beef, and so that was more of where I wanted to be. However, I don't do anything in the beef industry. I am more on the side of being on council and doing all of that. All of my siblings did it. I'm the youngest 7, so I just kind of want to follow in footsteps.
Well, you were here at the 4-H Legislative Academy. Take me through what it meant to kind of shadow your senator today, and what it meant to kind of have that one-on-one opportunity in those conversations.
So I actually didn't know my senator when I first came in. I was actually very surprised because I hadn't ever heard his name. So it kind of caught me off guard, but as soon as I met him, instantly he just made that connection, and we talked about fishing and stuff, and it was
They're real people, right?
Yeah, it's a personal connection where I didn't have to act all supreme or I knew what I was talking about, but I could be personable and actually talk to them about what I wanted to do.
So that's a pretty unique experience, to be able to come here, not know your senator, but leave on a first name basis. So how can you take that experience back home to the folks in your 4-H club, but the folks in your county and your fellow members representing the state?
So right now it's kind of gotten me a little just to see what I'm doing right now, and it kind of is a little bit different to me. I don't really like the politics side of stuff, but seeing them as real people has really allowed me to understand that I can talk about it. And just going back to state council right now, just involving like what we're doing on the level and bringing it back to, like you said, our county and even to our school and area, and just teaching them that politics isn't just a game, it is something you can't talk about and actually get to know people with.
So would you recommend folks who have not been a part of the academy to apply and try it out?
Yeah, I didn't think I'd get it, but it's a great experience, and I'm not one for politics, and I loved it.
So you're growing up in Springfield, so in a metro area, and to be part of a groundbreaking 4-H experience in Greene County for those kids in the urban area is pretty cool. So what led you to your first desire to be part of the 4-H Academy here at our state capitol?
So a part of this, interesting. I never really thought of a career in anything government. I was always like, I'm going to teach the world how to farm. That's what I'm going to do. And recently I met my state rep, and she really, like, just talking with her and getting to know what she does, that really brought me like, hey, I can get my issues out here. I can really push, and my passions, I mean, they all come and they all intertwine here at the Capitol. And so this opportunity has really given me just a chance to just get to know these people and get to know what they do, and if this is really what I want to do.
Well, it's a 2-day experience, and take me through what it meant to be introduced on the House floor and on the Senate floor, and what you learned when you toured the Capitol.
So, I mean, the introducing was personally really cool because that puts you down in Missouri history, especially not being a native Missourian myself. It's really cool that I'm like now legally a part of a state's history. And so they opened it up and they said, hey, we would like to introduce a group. And they introduced us, and we got photos with our senators and our representatives, which was very cool. It's kind of interesting getting introduced on the Senate floor because they were in the middle of a debate.
Oh.
And to stop that, they had to pull some strings.
But they did it for 4-H.
They did it for 4-H. They love 4-H.
Well, Bob, I know we have 4-Hers all across the state of Missouri in all walks of life, coming from large farms or small or urban areas or rural areas. What advice would you have to them if they see that they might want to walk these Capitol hallways someday?
Well, just stay involved in their local program, and above all, get outside of the county. We have activities such as State Teen Conference. For younger ones, 11 through 13, we have State 4-H Congress, which actually has a Capitol track where they come and study about the judicial and the legislative part of 4-H Congress. That's a way, would be kind of, I would say, be a prelude to this. And then, of course, the Legislative Academy here is just, if they're interested in that, just apply for it. Ask their county 4-H person about how they do that, and just get involved.